A solemn broken string of the world. We feel your pain in the turning tide. Your sorrow shakes the roots of the sea.
Hello and welcome to my vlog. I am William A. Rumley and this is my journey to writing. Stay tuned and enjoy this once a week vlog. And welcome to the vlog. This is vlog 56 and I have it made a little bit longer than the normal vlog because I have some important things to put in here. But we'll cover, I have noticed a significant number of scams for new authors and I wanted to cover 8 of those. So we'll spend a little bit of time on that. Then we will go continue our series and deal with character archetypes. And this week we'll deal with the innocent and how useful that is in your writing. A few announcements and then updates. And then here we go. The biggest thing about my journey and using this vlog is I can share the lessons I learned with you. That way you don't have to fall into the same traps. I've noticed and felt or seen other people suffer 8 different scams related with publishing your book, having your book marketing, everything. And I wanted to cover them in this series. We'll talk about the reseller hijack, the Facebook group takeover, the fake publishing services scam, the metadata scraper, the counterfeit print, will get you reviews scam, the fake literary agent or fake film rights agent, and the fake book award scam. Stay tuned. I got some important stuff for you. I'll start right off with one that I'm actually suffering right now. If you go to Amazon.com and you look up my name, William A. Rumley, and you look for the Revolt on Prime book, you will notice that the hardcover, at least at the time of filming of this, is currently set to 97 euros. That is not the price. That is not the true price. That is not the price listed with Lulu. It's because we're under a hijack. Let me tell you what it is. A third-party seller lists my book at an absurd price, 97 euros, 120, even 300. They don't have any stock. They wait for a desperate buyer and then buy the book at normal price from Lulu and then ship it, pocketing the difference themselves. This is harmful. It confuses you, the reader. It damages your trust in me, and it makes my pricing look predatory. This can steal the momentum, and where it happens the most is on Amazon, eBay, Bol.com, and AV Books. There's not much I can do to fight it because I'm going through Lulu, then through Ingram Spark, so I don't actually have a representation on any of these platforms. So we have to wait for the actual listings to metadata in and then replace, and then Amazon will put it back to what it should be. This is a buyer beware thing, and that's something that has happened to me, and there's, because of the way I work with a third party distributor, I can do nothing. Just be aware it can happen to you. As being a new author, one of the things I wanted to do, as any author would, is to reach out and connect with other authors, especially those who are still new in the industry or only been in it for a few years. One of the places we thought we could do that would be in Facebook groups. Now, Facebook groups are great. There are real, good, and knowledgeable people there, and they want to help you. They want to give you that information. But besides them, you have the scammers. They provide you with fake promotions and they steal your book. They can steal your book. And this is what it starts off with. Don't be ashamed of your book or book cover, drop a cover and genre below. And this is where they fish and get out of you what you're doing. They're not finding you and looking at your website. They're actually using the data you provide here, and then they go out and use it. Here's what I got on it. Scammers join writing and publishing groups. They post, "We promote your book for free. Send us your PDF." They then harvest your manuscript, your metadata, and try to take over your direct mail inbox. They impersonate you and resell your book on a shady channel. Here are the kind of things that they say directly to you. DM me your book. We guarantee bestseller status. We publish for you. We'll get you into a bookstore. What they can do, and what they often do, they can use your PDF to upload your book to a pirate site. They can create counterfeit editions. They can scrap your distribution channels, and they can spam your readers and pretend to be you. You got to be very careful. These guys are unscrupulous. Kind of covered this already when I was talking earlier about the three kinds of publishing, but the vanity publishers are not all scams, unless you whether the grays fit in the middle. However, the worst case scenario you have is the fake publishing services. You can tell them because they want upfront charges. They give you unrealistic guarantees. Whatever they provide you is low quality or actually AI generated output, or they lock you into contracts. They can steal much of your royalty, and they don't offer any support. Here's what I got on it. These are the will publish your book for one or 499 euro companies. What they'll do for you, they'll charge you for things Lulu and Amazon Kindle already do for free. Deliver a low quality cover or formatting, lock you into contracts, take a cut in your royalties, disappear when you need them, and they always target first time authors, authors who feel overwhelmed, and authors who want legitimacy. Yeah, when I read about this one is probably the scariest of them all, the metadata scraper. They used the metadata, your name, your ISBN, your contact information, and they actually post your book where you don't want it to be posted. They obscure the marketplaces, and they don't do it to sell the book. They do it to become you, to get people to provide them their credit card details or fill in information. They're metadata scrapers. This is a very dangerous one because it's not only for people who do books, it's also for marketplaces, it's also for companies. It's a very big one. And it's almost 100% artificial intelligence. Here's how it works. Bots scrape the ISBNs, titles, and author names. They create fake listings in obscure marketplaces. They use your metadata to lure buyers. They redirect to phishing sites or fake checkout pages. Your readers think that they're buying your book, and they're actually giving over their credit card to a scammer. So only buy products from the official sites. Only buy the products from mainstream. Don't think that you'll save a few bucks on going to um, Albert's Red Barn. It will likely be fake. Saw this warning and I was amazed. And this is one of the reasons why I made my ebook an EPUB instead of a PDF. And I never give out my print PDFs. I keep them locked away in safety and in the distributor only place. No one gets the print PDF. These are scams to get your PDF, and then they use it and they produce hard copies, um, fake titles, bad paper, binding that falls apart, and they do that for 20 cents per book. Um, they then list the book out on discount sites, and they take all the income. Nothing ever comes back to me. Nothing ever comes back to the publisher. Um, and what you get a handout that looks like it was done on a Xerox machine. Counterfeit printing is growing in the US and in the UK, and the scammers, they steal or download the PDF of my book from pirate sites. They print in low quality version, they sell it on Amazon as new, and they get zero royalties. I get zero royalties. You can tell it's fake because the cover is on poor quality, the paper is thin, um, the trim sizes are all wrong, and it ends up usually missing pages. The counterfeit print scam, and if you got it off Amazon, you have to take it back to Amazon. It is notoriously horrible. And here is one of those FOMO things for an author, fear of missing out, FOMO. When you publish your book, you want to see people to be able to find and see your book, and people tend to wait for the words of others. And this is in the different platforms, usually in the form of reviews and stars. So there are companies out there that come to authors like me and they say, we'll be very happy. You give us a fee. We'll give you 50 Amazon reviews, 100 Goodread reviews, and guaranteed 5 stars across the board. What happens, however, is that these platforms know how to detect this. And they detect the use of the bots, and they detect all of a sudden there are 50 reviews in 3 days. And they're all 5 star. And they tend to realize this is fake, and then they take down the reviews. If enough of that happens, then they will come down and take down the account used to put in the reviews, and then they will hide your book so deep inside the library that even you won't be able to find it. You got to be careful of this and don't fall for this. This is something in your control. Best to just have honest reviewers. Best to just find them and use them. Don't get caught in this mess. This one falls under it's too good to be true, and especially as a first line author. Um, and fake literary agent or a fake film rights scammer or agent contacts you and says, we want to represent your book to Netflix. We have a producer who's interested. We can get you a foreign rights deal. We'll pitch your book to Hollywood. But then they'll turn around and say they need a fee to read your book, and need fees to do submissions. They need fees to be your representations. And then at the end of the day, they never have a contract, which has never actually issued your book. They just played the game to soak money out of you. A real agent will not contact you unless you find yourself in an extremely successful environment with your second or third book. If in 1 year you sell 10,000 copies or 1,000 to 10,000 copies, um, you will have real contact from real agents, which will have verifiable methods of communicating with you, and normally through physical letters. This, and they get that through the physical representation. In my case, they contact me through Lulu if it's going to be real. Now, that's a lottery win. I want to be fair and let you understand that there are probably 500 authors who publish and self-publish their books to get one agent to connect with them. But you never know what the story will do. Hollywood is hungry. Um, Publishers and agents are hungry. And if you get that right product, but prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it. They must be real. And they're never just going to off the cuff contact you because you got your first book out. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Be careful of all of these. Vanity is the best enslaving tool. You've just written your first book or your second book, or you've just gotten done with your first series. You're not going to finish. You're not going to be done. You're going to write until you drop, just like I am. Whether you got started at 16 or whether you got started at 60, you're going to write. You're writing from the heart. Awards might come, but be careful of fake awards. They want you to be give you vanity, but at a cost. The way this scam works is you'll get an out of the blue contact with somebody who offers you a chance to win. All you have to do is pay an entry fee from $50 to $150, fill in their entry form, which is consistent with much of your metadata and your real data. Then they'll run their contest and you will get a generic badge, a meaningless certificate. You want a nice certificate? I can show you how to make good certificates. There's no real recognition involved. And when you post that onto your account, readers go, uh-huh, I don't trust that. And they'll see it as vanity and then see you as someone who's writing for a purpose that they don't agree with. They'll lose respect for you, your book, your brand, and you just lost your community. And all because you wanted that award. Keep your vanity in check. Phew, that was a hard one. Okay, well, let's move into something different. Let's move into our character archetype for this week, which will be the innocent. The innocent is a character who believes in goodness and in goodness no matter what, in all diversity. In this episode, I call upon the innocent, the archetype who walks barefoot through the ruins, who believes in goodness even when the world has taught them otherwise, who carries hope the way others carry weapons. Let them step forward, let them breathe into the room. The innocent is not a naivete, it is a primordial trust, the first spark of consciousness that whispers, life is worth trying. It is the mystic force of the beginning, the dawn after the long night, the newborn star, the untouched snowfall before the first footprint. The innocent is the soul's original blueprint, the memory of what we were before fear carved its lessons into us. They are the mystic reminder that purity is not weakness, it is the oldest strength in the universe. The innocent's core. At the heart of the innocent lies a single trembling desire to believe that the world can still be good. Their vulnerability is not a flaw, it is a cost of holding on to hope in a world that has learned to armor itself. They ache when trust is broken, they bruise when cynicism mocks them, but still they rise again and again because their soul refuses to calcify. Their emotional core is in the courage to remain open. The mass of the innocent, childlike but quiet terror. In the outer mass, the world sees them as gentle, naive, sheltered, or overly optimistic. They may appear childlike, soft-spoken, or unprepared for harshness around them. However, in the inside, they hide a quiet terror, the fear that their hope is foolish, that their trust will be shattered, that the world is too sharp for their softness. They pretend to be unbreakable light because they fear what would happen if they didn't. A shadow form. When wounded, the innocent can fall into two shadows: the denier, who refuses to see darkness at all, who clings to illusions, who insists everything is fine even as the world is burning behind them. Or they're the sacrificial lamb, who gives too much, trusts too easy, and allows themselves to be consumed by those who mistake kindness for permission. In shadow, the innocent becomes fragile, hope turned brittle. The light form, the Redeemer. In their highest expression, the innocent becomes the Redeemer, the one who reminds others what they have forgotten, the one who presents, softens cruelty, the one whose presence softens cruelty, whose belief rekindles courage, whose hope becomes contagious. Their light is not passive, it is a transformative. They do not ignore darkness, they illuminate it. The innocent in their fullness is the force that restores the world. The mythic resonance. You will find the innocence everywhere. As an example, Persephone from the Descent, the fool in the tarot stepping off the cliff with trust in the unseen. Bada Havita child who suffers and still chooses compassion. The dawn goddess in countless mythologies reborn each morning. The cosmic egg, a symbol of untouched potential. Every culture remembers the moment before corruption, the sacred beginning, the unbroken soul, the first breath of hope. In my sagas, the innocent does not always appear as a child, but sometimes does. Um, I can easily say that I believe that the innocent is a view on the worlds in my stories. Their purity is not ignorance, it is defiance. Their hope becomes a catalyst. It's a quiet revolution that alters the fate of those around them. They are soft voices that changes the course of storms. I hope as you read my books, you can see which archetypes I have used at different points in the story for the different characters. This has been the archetype for this episode. Please hold on for some announcements. I know. You know I make music, and it's for free, and you can get it from Music GPT, and you can get it on my website. But I just want to highlight that the three albums that are visible to you right now are only a fraction of what I built. Revolt on Prime album, which has a new song from last week, Kid Drama. Tapestry of Eternity, and the From Dreams to Eternity is a new album completely from last week. These are not all dedicated to a book. Revolt on Prime is the only one from a book, but Tapestry of Eternity and From Dreams to Eternity are collections of songs that the whole saga can use. And above here, you will see what other things I'm working on. I have an album already I've made for Detonate. I'll release it, however, as we get closer to its publication. And for my own use, Song of Suffering has an album, and I have made the music ambient musics, and those are also albums too. But they're not available to you. Only these three are available to you. The others will come later. And I hope you enjoy the music. The only thing is, I don't get any statistics, so I don't know if you listen to the songs and like it. But that's okay. I like it. And now, updates. I am seeing that the worldwide distribution of Revolt on Prime is getting more and more print books available in different locations and parts of the world. Remember, you can pick all four formats off over at lulu.com. Um, where we are with book 2. It's in beta read still. My beta reader, however, is joining me as we go on vacation, so it'll be a bit of a delay. I have written scene 8 inside the Song of Suffering. I'm preparing scene 9, which is a little bit different, a little bit harder, and I am extremely excited for. I'll try to get that pushed out before we do our break. I'm announcing that I am taking 2 weeks off. This will be my last vlog for the month of May, and the next vlog will be after the first week of June. But it will include some of the things that we are going to do during this break. So get some vacation photos coming. Like I said, next vlog sometime in June. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Sorry it's so long, but thought I can get away with a longer vlog since I'm going to be taking a break. The work is heavy. 2 to 3 nights a week I'm writing. 1 night a week I'm building reels, and 1 day a week I'm doing these vlogs. I enjoy all of it. It is an adventure. It is heavy. I'm still also working. During the day, I'm still involved with solving people's IT problems, and it's also heavy. So I need this break. So for 2 weeks, you won't see me, but you will see reels. I have pre-programmed them to go out on YouTube, Facebook, and Pinterest. The rest I could not pre-program, so I will push those out after I'm back on the Instagram. There will be no vlog next week, and the week after, we'll start making vlogs again in June. Thank you for your time. Thank you for paying attention and watching it. If you've read the book, let us know. If you haven't read the book, get a book, read it. The ebook is available everywhere. And we'll see. Have a good 2 weeks. Bill out.
I was born in the shadow where the giants tread, round a power's whisper and the life I shed. A pale rider walking through a world of stone, a flicker of sorrow, forever alone. Through the stone I wander, through the marrow and bone, blinking through the places that were never my own. Every mission a tale, every order a change. Yeah, I move through the darkness to soften the pain. I sing in the quiet where no one can hear, a solemn of longing, a hymn to my fear. My voice is a fracture, a break in the scene, a trembling echo of the girl in the dream. But when I am shifting, I finally feel free, unbound by the weight of what power made me. I slip through the